back.
Always good to be here. Always good.
All right, we asked TJ this question. I want to ask you because you're one of the guys that's recently married. How is life as a student athlete different as a married player compared to your first 2 seasons at BYU?
It's awesome. It's fun. It's you're just hanging out with your best friend all the time, and I love it. And it's really awesome to be married to a student athlete because they know the time commitment that goes into your sport, and they're always there to support you and be there for you wherever you need. So it's been awesome. It's really easy to stay focused, and I love it.
She plays volleyball at Utah Valley.
Megan, and she tore her ACL in August, which is a bummer. So how's she doing?
She's doing good. Yeah, she's getting a lot better. Hardest part's over. She's off crutches, doing normal things now, so she's good.
Is she a better athlete than you? What do you think?
Yeah, babe.
Okay, you're recently married.
She's gonna watch
Play this carefully.
Yeah, she's gonna watch.
I set you up for failure here.
I'm not half the athlete she is. Yeah, we'll say that.
That's my man.
Good answer. Well, you have learned.
That's a veteran answer.
Figuring it out.
It's a veteran answer.
Now, a few months removed from just a very intense process, that being of NBA draft exploration, what did you learn about yourself through all of that?
You know, I learned a lot. It was an unbelievable opportunity. Coming out of that, I say to every single player that has that opportunity to take it and to go out and try out for as many teams as possible and see where you stand. I've said a lot of times, but it's really like you get a blueprint. You have the answer key to the test, and you just got to study it. So these GMs will talk to you directly, the coaches and the people working you out will tell you exactly what you need to do to work on your game and exactly what you need to do to get to the next level. And I think that's just a huge benefit. And coming back, it's a huge benefit not only for me but for the team because it gives me another opportunity to take a leap forward in my game and do everything I can to help this team.
Well, and you maintain that continuity of having played with your guys.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
I know they're all happy to have you back.
And so based on the feedback you got, what have you put into your game? Are you more of a three-point shooter now?
I saw you were talking to TJ before about the best three-point shooter on the team. You didn't ask him about how practice goes. I beat him in shootouts all the time.
Really?
All the time. All the time.
Because you really turned it on in the West Coast Conference tournament. You were really good. I want to say you made like 8 of 12 or something crazy. How big a part of your game is that right now?
I think it's become a big part of my game. Towards the end of the season last year, I felt like I was becoming a good catch-and-shoot three-point shooter. And since then, I've put in a lot of work, and I feel like I've become a very good shooter in general, from the mid-range, from three. And I think that opens up a lot of spacing for our team, and it'll allow me to be more of a playmaker as well when defenders have to respect the three-point shot.
What was the model of doing that, of accomplishing that, becoming a better shooter? Walk us through like a typical shooting workout for you to get to that point.
Yeah, I work out a lot with my AAU coach. You guys know him, Tim Davis, and it starts with a lot of touch stuff. We work on a lot of touch inside the paint, a lot of mid-range stuff, a lot of moving and shooting to shoot in ways that you're not comfortable with, and then just a ton of reps. So it's just all about the work you put in, how many reps you're getting. And something I've learned a lot is how many good reps are you getting. You can get in the gym and you can jack up 1,000 shots, or you can come in and shoot good shots for 40 minutes and get a lot better that way.
Not all reps are created equal.
Yeah, exactly. Quality reps, totally. What about handling the ball? I know you want to play in the NBA, and if you're going to play in the NBA, I imagine they're saying, hey, you got to handle the ball, you got to shoot threes. Because you'd be maybe a 3, right? Sometimes a 4 in the NBA. What do you think?
I'd probably be more of a, I guess you put a position on it, a small ball 4, a stretch 4
that
type
can
player.
Shoot.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
But yeah, I've definitely worked on my ball handling a lot. I'm never gonna be a point guard, shooting guard where I need to break guys off the dribble a ton. But I feel like I'm very confident in my ability to pump fake, one dribble, get to the rim, make a move past the guy, help our team break a press. And do those kind of things. I'm not going to be like Jashir or TJ, but I feel like I'm confident enough in my ball handling skills to help our team.
So will you be more on the wing this year, or will we see you sometimes down in the post, or what do you think?
I think I'll be in both situations a lot. I think what a lot of players do is when they work on their game, they forget what got them where they are. So definitely my best spot is still in the post. If I can get a mismatch, get in the post, and get a scoring opportunity for my teammates, that's the best position. But I feel like I'll definitely be a lot more on the perimeter than I have been in the past.
What has you most excited about this approaching BYU basketball season?
A lot of things. Most excited is probably the intensity that our guys play with every day in practice. I'm so excited to see everybody let loose on another team because every single day we come to battle. Every single day we have every single guy on the roster ready to go. And I'm excited to see all our young guys and all our returning guys get after it.
Let's talk about this schedule. This is a tremendous schedule that features teams like Nevada, Utah, Houston, San Diego State, Gonzaga twice, and others. What do you think of the schedule that BYU's put together? It is certainly tougher than the last couple of years.
I think it's awesome. I think it's an amazing opportunity, and every guy on the team, we're grateful for the opportunity that we have to go out against some of these top teams and prove that we are one of those top teams. With the teams I've played in the past 2 years and the top 25 teams we've played, it's clear to me that that's where we're at. I think we are a top 25 team, and when we get to go play these teams, we can showcase our skills and show that we belong there.
Okay, so if you feel like you belong in that class, what are the expectations that you have for this team this year?
My expectations are always very high. First and foremost, our number one goal is getting back to the tournament. That's the number one thing we want to do, and I know this group of guys can accomplish that. We want to go out and win a conference tournament, and more than anything, just compete every single game. Don't have letdowns. Don't lose to teams we shouldn't lose to. And I think this team's prepared for that. We're mature and we're mentally tough enough to go out every night and compete.
Last year was the speed sabbatical, I jokingly called it in the first year, where it was a different tempo, it was a different style to try and win that way. This year it's a little more up-tempo. How do you feel like you can maintain that defensive intensity on that end but still get up and down? Because that's been a hard balance historically for BYU to have really good defense and really good offense.
Yeah, I mean, that's a balance that most teams in the country struggle with, and the best teams figure it out. And I think that's what's awesome about this year is looking back to my freshman year, we were a little out of control at times. We didn't have a huge emphasis on defense. And last year, I think we might have played a little too slow, but our defense improved drastically. And with the experience coming back and guys that have played in both of those types of styles, I think we have a pretty good balance now. We figured out when to push it, when to slow it down and make reads, and continue to have that emphasis on defense.
All West Coast Conference performer Yoeli Childs with us on BYU Sports Nation, getting ready for his junior season at BYU. This is part of our 2-hour BYU Basketball Media Day coverage. Which of your teammates this offseason caught you by surprise in a good way in terms of their improvement?
Rylan Bergerson.
Oh, okay. Well, quick answer.
Cool. Yeah. The improvement he's made is unbelievable. He is more aggressive. He's finishing everything at the rim. He's going to help us a lot on the defensive end. He can guard multiple positions. There's several other guys. I think Jashir is going to have a huge season for us. McKay's been great. Dalton's been awesome. But the guy that comes to mind is definitely Rylan. He's made a huge improvement. He's been in the gym every single day, and he's a lot stronger, more physical, and he's going to have a great year for us.
Has he dunked on you yet?
He's dunked by me. He knows not to try to dunk on me. If I'm gonna jump for it, I'm gonna get it. So he knows.
Yeah.
He knows. He's still a freshman until the season starts. He knows.
More dunks this season, you or Gavin Baxter?
Me. I'll have more dunks than him, but some of his dunks will be unbelievable.
He's an amazing athlete.
Yeah.
Right.
What
can people expect?
All the dunks I have add 10 inches to the jump and make it 10 times more spectacular. That's Gav. His dunks are unbelievable.
Defensively, when you and Gavin are on the floor, that's going to be fun to protect the rim.
Yeah, for sure. I think he can help us a lot in that aspect. He's long. He can get in passing lanes. He can block shots at the rim. He can switch ball screens due to his length. I think he's going to help us out a lot on the defensive end.
BYU is trying to do something they have not yet done since they joined the West Coast Conference, and that is win a regular season title or a tournament championship. Why do you feel like just maybe BYU could be that sleeper? They could sneak in there and maybe steal one against Gonzaga.
Yeah, I think we're totally capable of doing that, and it goes back to experience for me. A lot of times in the past, the reason we're not there at the end is because we lose to teams that we shouldn't lose to. And I feel like a lot of that is due to immaturity and young guys that aren't used to the length of a season, aren't used to getting up on it for a Saturday game after you're just gassed from a Thursday game. And I think this team's capable of doing that. This team has a lot of juniors, a couple seniors, and guys that know exactly what to do, how to take care of their bodies, and how to be ready to go every night.
So what do you need to accomplish between now and the start of the season, which comes up on November 6th, so about a month from now?
Personally or as a team?
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay. As a team, we just need to continue playing, just getting more reps together, continue to flow together and gel together as a team. And I think the coaching staff has done an unbelievable job preparing us. And I think we're so much farther ahead than we have been in the last 2 years. And I know with their plan and the way that we practice as a team and how hard the guys work, that we'll get there and we'll get exactly where we need to go. And personally, just doing the same thing a lot of the guys on the team are doing, getting extra work in. Just because practice is from here to here doesn't mean that's the only time you're in the gym. Everybody comes early, everybody stays after, people come later at night, and that's exactly what I'm trying to do to get ready for the season.
Yoeli Childs of BYU Basketball with us, and I've just been told Rylan Bergerson is going to take you to lunch today at your favorite place. So go and pick whatever you want. Get something expensive, man.
All right, Ruth Chris, let's go.
Nice.